Oh, hey,
Oh, hey,
didn't
I
see you
didn't.
there.
Hey, didn't see you there.
Today we are reviewing the Queen of the Stone Age album, Songs for the Deaf. This album came out in 2002, and it's notable for having Dave Grohl of Nirvana and Foo Fighters fame on the drums. Um, I think this album is best categorized as desert rock, which kind of like a mix between like blues rocks and like psychedelic rock. It's very I want to say like 2000 sound. I don't know why I say that. Anyways, let's get into the album. So the first song listed is called "The Real Song for the Deaf," but that's actually just like a hidden track, which is like silence. So we're gonna ignore that and pretend it never happened, and go straight into the real first song of the album. "You Think I Ain't Worth a Dollar, but I Feel Like a Millionaire." Gareth, what do you think about this song?
I think this is a really cool intro to the album, bro. Like it's such a solid intro, bro. Oh my gosh.
I love the
The car sounds, you know, they open the door, they shut the door. I mean, like, dude, that's freaking. I mean, they
top notch, dude.
start the car, and they turn on the radio, and then it has like these muted drums, bro. Then there's this muted guitar, and then it gets really loud, and it's pretty fun, bro. It starts the album off perfectly. It gets its energy, some momentum going. It really gets you into it. It's really loud. It's about some guy drinking alcohol and getting really hyped up and angry, bro. Pretty solid. I love that outro too. That really long pause just in the middle, and then the outro just with the guitar, dude. So catchy. I love the yelling, the loud voice, the vocalist, bro. He's freaking yelling the whole time. I love that line. B movie, give me some gore, dude. That's so solid, dude.
You know, we love them B movies. Evil Dead for the win. Yeah, I love like the screaming, bro. It's a great just guitar line over the whole song. It really just puts you like sometimes like intro songs kind of like are a little more like conscious or like lyrical or something. But this song just kind of gets you straight into the mood of the album. It goes 0 to 100 real quick, as Drake would say. I like the screaming. It's just a great intro track. Not like one of the best songs in the album, but it just gets you in the mood real quick.
Bro, let me tell you something. This song freaking slaps, bro. Oh my god, it's so lit. It's like one of the greatest starts to an album I've ever heard. Oh my god, I was in it right away. I wasn't like the hugest fan of the screaming because if I'm gonna be totally honest, it's not the screaming that I really. It's the fact that I really enjoyed his voice when he really used his stomach and he still belted, you know, kind of that like yeah, just he used his stomach, a belty voice. It wasn't screaming. It wasn't coming from the throat as much. I thought that was really, really good sounding. So the screaming, but dude, the guitars, oh my god.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
The guitars in this song, bro, slaps. Oh my god. I have honestly, like I wasn't 100% sure about this album, gonna be honest, because I know the Queens of Stone Age reputation, bro. At least genre-wise. Like me personally, I'm saying. But for me, come on, stop making that face.
Dude, what do you mean? Why do you have like some bad like impression of Queens of the Stone Age, bro?
Because the who we'll get into later, but Josh Homme, bro, this dude like gets into fights, man. He's like got alcohol, I mean, a lot of people do, but
I mean, that's like a rock
industry,
star.
but like he like gets into fights. He's got like a ton of like.
He got into a fight. Oh my god!
He has a ton of.
Wait,
bro,
we revoked the entire review.
It's the rep, and also I know you guys. Last review request was daughters, bro. What do you want me to say, bro? What do you want me to be like? Oh, this is gonna be smooth sailing? No. Honestly, bro, take the praise, bro.
Wait,
take the praise.
They have a song called "Smooth Sailing," bro, on one of their other albums.
Bro,
it's a
take
song.
the praise.
It was a great directed song by the same guy who did Atlanta, dude. I'm pretty sure. Dude.
All right. Next, okay, Reese, go ahead, Reese.
I was not a fan of this album. Not at all. Really listening to this album. There's only one song on this whole album that I like decently.
So what do you think of the first song though?
My
first song, bro.
But I remember this is the song that let me adjust my headphone volume, bro. My headphone volume was a little high, and then I listened to the song, and my headphone volume went down. Yeah, but bro. This guy's just yelling at me the whole time, bro. I started getting pissed off. I started getting back at it. I'm getting on my nerves. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. The song's okay. I guess it did set me up for what the album was gonna be like. If there's that.
Yeah, true. This song transitions straight into the next song, which is "No One Knows," probably the most famous song from this album. It's a nice, kind of like, I think blues rock is an appropriate term,
Yeah, I
kind of
agree.
song. It's not like I'm not a big blues rock fan, but this song works for me. It's catchy, has a nice guitar riff going on. I don't think it's the greatest song in the world. I definitely think there are many songs on here that are better. But it's a fun song that I enjoy.
Yeah, no, dude. I really like this song. It's probably one of my favorite on the album, bro. There's like a 1 second like break between this song and the last song, dude. Just like hits hard, bro. Immediately into the next song to keep that energy going. Those like abrupt, those staccato hits, dude. And then into that sliding guitar, slides into that guitar riff, dude. The guitar is super catchy. Then it has that like those like solos. Like at the end of the song, bro, the bass is just going off like crazy at the end there. The drums are going crazy, dude. Dave Grohl, like those really OP drum fills, dude. That guitar solo at the end, dude. That climax is with the guitar, bass, drums going off at the end, dude. Awesome. And then it ends super abrupt with those hits again right at the end. Ends just like how it started. Amazing, bro. Love this song.
Bro, wasn't expecting it, but came out with that psychedelic sounding song. A little bit bouncy, a little bit moving, a little bit bluesy, but I felt that just hit home, bro. I love psychedelic rock and roll, and like that stuff slaps. Um, Lyrically, I thought it was kind of interesting. It's kind of hard to not hard. It's just I feel sometimes the lyrics in these songs go a little bit flat. Um, it had nice bouncy riff, and then within the lyrics is like really talking about like the clarity of the situation. Like nobody knows what's going on here. It's like what the heck is life giving? Like. But as Gareth like harped on, bro, the riff, that breakdown, and that solo towards the end of the song, dude, like mad respect to Josh Homme, bro. This dude's like if any of y'all like enjoy guitar music, bro, like you like to hear like good guitar playing, dude, this slapped.
Dude,
Like,
did you hear that bass going off in the back?
yeah,
Too?
the bass as well, bro.
That was crazy.
And also the Spanish radio on it, bro. Wow.
Yeah, all the radio transitions are nice. This goes into the next song.
Oh wait, Reese has.
Oh yeah, Reese. What do you think? He's not a fan.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess Lee summed it up. This song was more enjoyable. I like the whole psychedelic, scene as compared to the streaming scene. But yeah, this was a hard listen.
Dang.
I like the desert imagery in the lyrics too. I thought it was lyrically kind of interesting. Like he's walking around aimlessly through the desert. I'm pretty sure if you go on Reddit, you can find like exactly where geographically you're supposed to be when you're listening to this album, bro. I forget where this is, but I don't know. I think it's a pretty cool song, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I honestly like the next song more than this song. It's first It Giveth, another single for this album. The guitars in this song are insane. I just love it so much. And then just the vocals are like, in that first verse, so it's really like angelic almost, kind of high pitched, and it's such a good contrast and such a simple like idea, I guess. But it works really well. And the hook comes in, and like all the instrumentation comes in for the hook. It just hits really hard. And I don't know, it's a simple concept, I feel like, but it really works in execution.
Yeah, this song's really catchy too. Really energetic, dude. Keeps the energy going from the first 3 songs. All these songs super solid. That awesome bass riff at the beginning too. Really catchy chorus, dude. He's talking about maybe a complicated relationship with drugs, maybe. I don't know. And then you have Grohl just like I mean, in most of the songs he's doing it, but he's just like ruthlessly just drumming in the back, bro.
This song is
nonstop,
crazy, I
dude.
think.
Holy cow, yeah, he's just going crazy in the back, bro.
I'll be honest. I contrast with you, Quan. I was not very impressed with the guitars. I think speed is not
Preach.
like. I think speed is probably not something like when you're as good of a guitarist as and I've said he's a good guitarist. Like I really enjoy his guitar playing, but like once you play how he's been playing in the past few songs, and you just go with speed, it's like okay, like that's kind of like below your level. That's kind of like a like underselling yourself, I feel, and it was just not very impressive after the first two songs. Like he's a very good riff-based guitarist. Like you don't need to play like 16th notes for an entire song for me to be like, oh, that's cool, you know. But I will say it was fast and energetic, and I really thought he got that through. Plus, I did enjoy the lyrical message of the song. I thought it was simplistic in its lyrical nature, but in turn, it was just like kind of about like what it's like being with somebody who you give everything towards, and all they do is take, bro. I mean, that's in the name, but yeah, simplistic.
Yeah, I will say, I think that's why I said that. Like I think, like obviously for structure wise, it's pretty simple. Just put 16th notes, but it just works for me. Like even though it's simple, not like, super impressive in terms of technical skill.
I see.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Just
I mean, Lil Pump can make bangers, bro. Lil Pump is a 7 out of 10 album, but he has no talent. Okay, all right, Reese, your turn.
let's move on before my
I
head
don't know.
explodes.
I mean, to be fair, I will admit, like we said, the guy's good on the guitar. Like,
Dude,
can
the
do what he
guy can
wants to.
shred.
Yeah, but no, I was unimpressed by this. Like, I don't like the music at all, but this song just kind of was boring for me. So that's it.
All right, the next song is the song for the dead. Here, if you want to start it off.
Yeah, sure. I really like this song too. You got those loud, those heavy guitars in the beginning, you know, and then dude, just Grohl, dude, just nailing the drums in the song, bro. Oh my gosh, from the get go, he's just like it brings so much energy to these songs. I like the vocals too. They had a guest singer, right? They had a guest vocalist come in and do the song, I think, and he had a cool darker tone. I like that as well. And then, dude, there's a really cool guitar. The guitar solo in the middle really impressed me too. And you know, dude, it's just a wholesome song, bro. They're just going for a ride. They're just going for a drive, dude. It's a really solid, like intense, like frantic pace, dude. It's just so fun. Oh, that dude, the drums, bro. Throughout this, like the drum solo in the song. Oh my gosh, bro, it's insane, dude. It's definitely one of my favorite songs on the album as well.
Yeah.
Dude.
I think like this feels like everyone's like shredding it. This is kind of going. Everyone's going ham on this song. You know what I'm saying? And all it's kind of letting loose and it's like showing off their skills, and it just works. It's kind of like sounds like kind of a mess, I guess. And I'm not saying that's an insult. I'm saying that's kind of like a I don't know. It works. It kind of changes up the
Clean
tone.
mess, bro.
The clean mess. Yeah. It's like everyone's just like drums going insane, guitars are going insane, and it works. Really enjoyable track. I really enjoy this one.
I wouldn't go as far as to use the word messy. I think sometimes it gets a little bit
I
distorted.
didn't say messy. It feels like a mess almost, like a beautiful mess.
Well, yeah, because I
crazy.
didn't, you know, like I'm definitely a stickler for that kind of thing. That was probably my biggest criticism about the Daughters album, was that it was just way too all over the place. But this one, it's not at all. Like this, bro, this song was lit. This reminded me of Voodoo Child, Jimi Hendrix, bro. Like like that song with kind of the riff, it was like kind of hits those. I don't really know how to describe it, but and then it like rests, and then like the four in the end like hits the rant rant like every now and then at the end. That was kind of how the riff was made. So it kind of gave me some Jimi Hendrix vibes, which I thought was sick. Honestly, but at this point in the album, my notes start getting repetitive. I don't know. I find his guitar playing just like holy dude, this guy's lit. Like yeah, that's all I gotta say. Great song, but yeah.
Yeah, Reese, any thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know who he was comparing to. I don't know people, but yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm looking at my notes right now. A lot of my notes for this album is repetitive. I mean, the guy can play a guitar, just not the way I want him to. I mean, to be fair, this song was better than the last song. Last song was just boring, so at least this song was less boring.
Mm-hmm. All right,
I
next
don't know.
song.
I disagree. I feel like it keeps the energy a lot. Like all the songs have the same sort of energy, but they're very different. I feel like they're kind of.
I agree with Gareth. I think that was also like on the Nirvana on Nevermind. That was like Nevermind was definitely. I felt Nevermind was definitely much more repetitive than these songs for sure. Like
I completely disagree, but
these
that's
songs,
a different.
These songs like vary not only in lyrical nature, but they also vary in tone and genre structure. Like I honestly just not. I don't really speak like subjective or objective. Like it's of course it's art, but I mean if you're going on the balance of like genres and whatnot, this definitely like bridges the gap between not just being like grunge, you know, not just being like lyrical and differences.
I do not appreciate this Nevermind slander.
Anyway,
Anyway,
to side with Quan, I think Nevermind is OP.
I think both albums have a sound, and they make best use of their sound without ever being too repetitive. Anyways, next song is "The Sky Is Fallin." The song is 6 minutes long. This has some really nice guitar work on here. I think Lee might argue it's simple. I'm not sure. Sometimes it feels a little simple, but I think it works.
I'll give you my notes.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I think once again, this is another use of just like kind of like simple guitar riffs, but sometimes, but some really nice angelic vocals. The song just works. I don't know. Another great banger.
Yeah, I agree. Dude, the vocals on first to give it to, bro. It's just super good. And then I like this lyrically. It has more of that desert imagery if we're going for it. I think he likes talking about the desert, and you said desert rock. I don't know. Desert's kind of his place. I left the line, human race that we run has left me crawling, bro. He's tired. He's walking through this desert. I thought it was cool. I think he got a clean guitar solo in there too. It's pretty cool. Not my favorite on album. Still pretty solid.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't my favorite. I thought the simplistic portion of it did actually work well in its favor. I thought instead of highlighting necessarily his what's the word I'm looking for? His rhythmic and his just the rhythmic qualities. He went for more of the chords, the actual sound, the notes that are coming out. I thought the chord differences really were distinct in comparison to the rest of the song, because while it wasn't as fast or as like loud as the other songs, it still had that kind of distinction in the sense that he understands what like how to pair a chord with necessarily like the tone of the song. Like the song is about like life is kind of falling, everything's kind of coming down, you know. And I think he does a good job at maybe changing, like pairing a minor chord with like a daunting lyric, or maybe some major chords on an uplift, you know, something like that. I thought that was a really good usage, and again, I think shows his skill. Like I want to be clear here. This is the like other than the like when I first heard this album, this is the first time learning of Josh Homme. I'm not like I've never heard of this guy before, but I'm like wildly impressed with his skills, you know, to do this kind of stuff. It takes a lot, you know. This guy's good.
Yeah, Reese, any thoughts?
Oh, look at that face.
I feel like I'm listening to a different artist than you guys. I don't even know.
Isn't Queens of the Stone Age songs of the death, right?
Yes, that is this album.
We've had 2v2s on this channel before.
I guess
like two people have like
my computer just plays a different audio. But no, I mean I do inherently like the desert imagery created by his lyrics. If I don't like the actual sound of it, I don't know. I feel like there's something calming about desert imagery that kind of somewhat goes against the sound of the song. But I don't know. This is the part I like. Otherwise, the song is okay. I guess it's not my favorite.
We've gone 2v2 on the channel a lot. I think it's the first time we've gone 3v1. We're all kind of just like bashing one guy for his whack opinion. Anyway,
I ain't bashing Reese. He's definitely
we're about to bash him, bro. Dude, get ready.
So I'm so ready to get my thoughts destroyed on this band.
You're about to be okay. Next song is Six Shooter. It's like a 1 minute thing. I'm not sure you have anything to say about it. I just want to say I like punk rock, so the vocals were awesome. Just hearing people yell, I love that.
Yeah, I think the bassist does all the yelling, bro. He's so good. Like I think I like this song a lot. Yeah, he really pulls off the screaming, loud vocal stuff.
Bro,
but I actually think I did like the song actually a decent amount. I feel like it was more punk rock than I guess more punk rock, at least in the terms of the punk rock I'm used to, in that sense. So like in the sense that it's music I'm familiar with, I like this song a lot. Whoever was singing did a good job at just kind of yelling, but yelling in like it's a more traditional punk rock style. And yeah, I like this song.
Any thoughts?
Yeah, this song's a good meme, dude. Like, it was a good laugh. I read the lyrics. It was hilarious. Just cussing. It's like, hey, using the F word. Like, I don't want to get demonetized here. We're making tons of bank, guys. You know.
It's more just like
he's like bang, bang, bang. Like shoot. Great.
I want the beautiful people.
It was like
to like not rescind me.
Lamau, yeah, you're right. Lamau. It wasn't like much of a song. It's a good meme.
Yeah, it's just a fun track. Really
yeah,
fun.
For sure. Next song on here is honestly up to this point my least favorite song of the album. Hanging Tree. I just didn't feel like the vocals mixed well with the with the guitar this time, and I thought it wasn't catchy or anything. It was if anything, it just kind of felt annoying. I don't know. It just didn't really do anything for me, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's my favorite song on the album. I feel like they use this guest vocalist a lot better in some other songs. Definitely, I really like that guitar solo though, dude. I don't know why. I love that guitar solo so much, bro. It sounds so cool. But yeah, just a kind of wholesome song, bro. Just a couple people hanging out a tree in the summer, really relaxing, just kind of sweet, really wholesome, cute song, bro.
I don't have a lot to say about the song. Like musically, one thing I will say is it did kind of sound like a Foo Fighters song. Dave Grohl's only album, but like in my opinion, I don't know, some of the lyrics, because it was like not as loud. Sometimes Dave Grohl takes that style when he sings on the Foo Fighters.
I don't understand your comparison. I'm sorry.
What do you mean? It doesn't sound like a Foo Fighters song at all?
Nah.
Like
yeah, but like it
Dave
feels
Grohl,
like
Dave Grohl, like when he sings, he doesn't like scream. I think there are a lot of similarities I can make between these guys and the Foo Fighters.
I don't know. Honesty.
But yeah, no, I definitely heard some Foo Fighters songs. But I think since we're kind of at this point in the album, I felt that most of the earlier songs, like lyrically, they were good. Just didn't feel very cohesive. Like there wasn't much of a lyrical theme going on. I mean, I get the desert theme, but it's
more like a concept thing. So like,
yeah,
the first song, the one what's the song again? You Ain't Worth a Dollar, but I feel like a millionaire. Like that's supposed to be like you're in LA traffic, bro. You get in the car, you're driving. I think the drive is up to Palm Desert, and so this is where like you're in traffic, bro. You're getting really angry. It's just really like at least that's someone's theory, I guess. It's supposed to like be like along your drive, like they're supposed to kind of describe it geographically more. Like it's more of a concept thing.
I read it's like going on a drive from LA to Joshua Tree.
Yeah, Joshua Tree.
That's what I read. So I was like, okay, I kind of see that. I was just saying more just like in the like if you read the lyrics and the lyrical nature, I get the conceptual thing that makes sense, I believe, because of all the radio interludes plus just kind of the overall, or like we live in California. I kind of understand that drive, you know. I definitely do. So, but I think in terms of like really telling some sort of like storyline in some ways lyrically, I think that starts with this song, Hanging Tree, because you know, and as we'll get onto the new song, it's kind of about the fall of like a couple. Feels like fall of a breakup. Like you have small interludes, like you have first It Giveth, but then you have like a couple songs in between that don't really that kind of I don't really know what contributes to that. And then you have this next song, Hanging Tree, and then we'll get on to the next song. But yeah,
I think what someone said is that like this is just supposed to be someone's drive through the desert while they're high on like a bunch of drugs.
Honestly, I don't think it's like anything. It feels like more just like a drive and like just setting. It's more about setting a mood than necessarily a lyrical story or structure or anything like that. So it's really not like a conceptual album that much.
But still, like. I'm just it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, that
I mean,
might be true.
Like, I mean, like the idea of like the second half being about a breakup or something doesn't really work for me because I feel like I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really feel like they're making a narrative.
Yeah, I agree with Quan. I feel like when I listened to this, at least lyrically, it just kind of sounded like some guys just like meandering thoughts while driving through like the desert or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, it's very possible that they could be meandering thoughts. All I'm saying is I think it does feel cohesive in some ways.
I think it's the mood, but I think outside of the mood, it doesn't really feel cohesive to me.
All right.
So Lee is wrong. Okay, got it.
I get direct.
No, but seriously, like you read it, like read lyric by lyric, like
yeah. I mean,
song by song. It feels like he's not feels like you can read it by words.
I know.
You know?
Yeah, I'm saying, but like I don't think it's that cohesive. I don't know. It's not a story. I think it's just a mood. I don't know. Anyways, next song. I'll go with the flow. Yo, a hot take. This might be the hottest take in the history of this channel.
There, tell me it's bad.
I don't think a better rock song has been released since the song came out.
Oh, interesting.
Like I think the song is this. I think the song is ridiculous. I think the song is like unworldly, godly, God level, like amazingly good. I love this song so much.
Wow.
I think the best song. Like I don't know like what rock song before this would be better, but I know I can say confidently say that I think since 2002, since the song came out, in the past 18 years. No one's made a rock song that has been a better rock song than this song. Like, this is just amazing. Insanely catchy. Everything about just, like, the guitars and everything about it is just, like, perfect. It's, like, layered while not being, like, too complex. Vocals are delivered beautifully. I really like the line of, what's the line? I want something good to die for to make it beautiful to live. I don't know why, but there's something about that line just says so much to me, and it's about like the meaning of life and like why people like go on and like look for people to love or things to be passionate about. So yeah, I don't know. This is like the perfect song. Unbelievable. I don't know. Your guys' praise would probably not be this high. But,
yeah, but it's not. I mean,
Go ahead, Reese, bro. Go ahead, Reese.
I mean, I liked it, but I didn't think it was like the best rock song of like all time.
Not all time.
Released after a certain date. I mean, I think it was good. I mean, it's the only song of this album I had heard before we scheduled to listen to this album. So I mean, in that sense, it was really catchy. It's something that like, I mean, it's definitely a banger, and I thought that inherently it separated itself from the rest of the album in the sense that I feel like it was more enjoyable to listen to like anyone's ear. But yeah, no, I thought the song was really good. I guess I don't see it as like as groundbreaking as you do.
I don't think it's groundbreaking. I just think it's really good. But yeah.
No, yeah, like this is actually the first Queens of Stone Age song I heard, I'm pretty sure. Like I told some guy I didn't know what this band was, bro. He put this song on. He was like, "Come on, tell me the song." He said, "Like amazing, bro." And I couldn't. It's just like a really OP song, dude. You just like it's hard to describe, dude. It's just so perfect, bro. Like you have that guitar wailing, bro. You have the Josh Homme beautiful vocals, dude. Yeah, that it's really catchy, dude. You have Dave Grohl's like just merciless, just drumming, dude, nonstop, bro. Throughout the whole song, everything's just going crazy. It's just like it keeps that energy from the get go. It's still going full force, and you know what? This song like. It just never stops. It's just like just a nonstop, just 3 minutes, just pure, just catchy rock song, dude. And you know what? Lyrically, it's pretty fun as well. Dude, Quan said it's about love. It's about this relationship he's describing, maybe. And you know, has some fun like double meaning, like sexual undertone stuff. You know, like marching soldiers. I could, based on the music video, if you know what I'm talking about, I think you know what that might represent. Like you have that scene falling in and out of love that could be viewed differently. You know, it's a really good song, dude. One of my favorites on the album.
I want to add really fast. This is also my favorite video of all time. I mean, like video along with it, like not just like video independently of the song, you know, but like song video combo. Yeah, that's an amazing video. It's like the animation style is like really just aesthetically pleasing. Lee, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously don't have as high praise as you do about this song, but it is a very good song. It's my favorite song on the album by far. It's probably, yeah, I mean, it is high praise, Quan, but honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. Like I'm not well versed in 2000s rock and roll.
I mean, because like rock is kind of died in 2010.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a great song. This is a really good song. And I agree. Lyrically, it's double-sided. Like there's so many things going on. And bro, if you, I cannot stress this enough. I do think it comes after Hangin Tree for a reason. I don't think it's random that it's there. I think there is some sort of thing that he's trying to build there off of Hangin Tree. It's like, okay, like you're thinking about this. It's like Hangin Tree, like the name in itself. It's like something's hanging by a thread, bro, or something just kind of hanging there, you know, left to fall. You know,
is Hangin Tree about like someone dying?
No, it's about but it's also about like being together and enjoying each other. You know, no matter what the cost.
Just a sweet couple just hanging out by a tree, bro.
Yeah, and then you just go with the flow, and it's like, okay, things are dying. We can see that now. I just gotta go with the flow. You know, whatever happens, and then we'll get to the next song, and then we'll get to the next song. But yeah, dude, this song's a banger. I agree with Quan. Yeah.
I think the only song that comes close maybe is like American Idiot or Jesus of Suburbia.
Does that come before or after? Does that come after?
2004 or 2005, one of those years. I mean, I really like American Idiot.
The song's better than American Idiot, gonna be honest. Go with the flow.
Really?
Better than American Idiot. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard Jesus of Suburbia, though. Jesus of Suburbia is the second song on American Idiot, and that song's really, it's like an 11-minute epic. So it's hard to compete like a 3-minute song to an 11-minute epic, but yeah, I don't know.
I think this song definitely goes under the table in comparison to American Idiot. If I'm being totally honest, unfairly, in my opinion.
What do you mean? Like people don't give it the praise it deserves?
Yeah.
I mean, like American Idiot has like that whole like political message, I think, which is the big part of it. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Better like anthem song. Just like
shout out. More.
I went to an Andrew Yang rally and he played American Idiot. That was a beautiful moment. Next song on this album is I'm Gonna Leave You. Garrett, if you can start off with this one.
This is not as interesting as some of the other songs, but I still think it's, it has a really fun, like really catchy guitar to start this song. And a pretty catchy chorus. I don't know. I kind of like the song. It's just like, it's just not up there with like my favorite songs of the album. So,
honestly, at first I didn't like the song that much. But the more I listen to it, it kind of gets stuck in my head. Like it's really catchy. I think the verses and the chorus are really catchy. Like the album has some catchy moments, but I think this is definitely one of the catchiest moments in the whole album. And even like the guitars aren't anything crazy. I think just the vocals can make the song pretty good for me.
I think this song slows down. I think I'm not going to use the word soft rock to describe this dude, but I'm going to use the word more casual. Felt a little bit more casual, like some casual rock and roll, you know, just not too over the top, not as loud. From the title. Huh?
He floored it on the whole album. He's lifting it up a little bit.
Oh wow, yeah. No, but yeah, it kind of felt like kind of that part of the drive. You're kind of cruising, maybe getting a little tired. You slow down a little bit. Maybe there's not too many people on the road, so you kind of just mess about. You feel. But yeah, definitely wasn't my favorite song. But honestly, part of me feels that way because it was kind of it felt a little bit out of character in the album.
It definitely feels like pop here.
Yeah, but bro, gonna leave you after a song. Go with the flow. You're telling me that doesn't come one after another for a reason? Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna keep by my word. Yeah, Reese, any thoughts?
I mean, yeah, this one wasn't my favorite. I think Go With The Flow piqued my interests, and then this song kind of lost my interest. It wasn't bad. I guess it didn't live up to the song before it, so I guess it just kind of maybe it would have been better if it was placed differently in the album. It's just like it's kind of hard to follow that song, especially when I didn't really enjoy the rest of the songs in the album.
Next song on this album is "Do It Again," and this is kind of the opposite of like the song before it, in the sense that I like the guitars a lot more in this song. It's a lot more interesting, but I think the vocals are just not it for me. And especially the hook, it was like it just sounds not good to my ears. I don't really like the song that much. It's probably my least favorite song on the album, to be honest. It sounds kind of boring and repetitive and annoying to me. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, have any thoughts?
Yeah, that's what I thought at first, but I don't know. It's like the same thing that happened to you with the other song. The more I listen to it, bro, I don't know. It's kind of catchy. I kind of get. Um, I don't know. I think that "Do It Again." I don't know. They say it over and over again, and they do it again and again. But it's pretty catchy. I still like it. But it's definitely not one of the more interesting songs on the album. That's all I have to say. Really.
Mm-hmm.
Reese, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say about this song besides the fact that I just didn't like this album.
Dang it.
It was like his album was really long, and by this time in the album, after you Go With The Flow, I kind of just lost interest. So there's that. Yeah.
All right, guys. This song. Now my favorite song is kind of boring, but lyrically, I don't usually focus on songs lyrically. Just like I really like this. I really like this little narrative that came 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, like with Hangin Tree, Go With The Flow, Gonna Leave You, and Do It Again. I think this is kind of where I feel like it ends, and it kind of goes back into that conceptual kind of feel, you know. But I still think it's there. It might not be like a main part of the album. Obviously, it's not. Obviously, it's a more conceptual based album. But I still think it's important. Well, not important, but I thought it would be good to highlight it. And so this song, Do It Again, it's about like two people considering to do it again, get back together. Yet it feels like a chore. It's like imagine two birds, or a dude and a bird, trying to get back together. You feel like that? It's that kind of thing. You feel like
Yeah, I feel. Yes.
Yeah. It happens. Time to time. Do separate from its bird. Gotta get it back together.
Amen.
All right.
It's the tale's oldest time,
Exactly.
Yeah. Next song on the album is "God Is in the Radio." It has like a very blues rocky kind of guitar thing going on, and yeah, it sounds like it's interesting. It's like 6 minutes long, a lot going on, and I don't know, just like the vocals don't really do it for me. The guitar riffs don't really do it for me a ton. I don't like hate the song, but just I'm kind of indifferent towards it.
Yeah, see, it wasn't my favorite song when I first listened to it, but I don't know, it's really, because it was a pretty interesting song. Like, you have to give it that. Like, it has this cool kind of haunting sound, kind of creepy. It's more of like a atmospheric sort of thing, It's like the lyrics aren't that interesting. It's it has a really cool instrumental breaks too. I really liked. I like the guitar solo. I like those instrumental parts. It's probably, I guess, if you're looking into some meaning, it's probably like just like a commentary on those religious fanatics, or those, like, it was a craze to think like rock music, the devil was in rock music, so it's kind of like a reversal. God is in the radio, whereas like people freaked out because they thought their kids were listening to satanic music. And there's actually a cool little Easter egg. If you play this track backwards, there's some secret lyrics. They say like, look over your left shoulder. I'm in Eric's room. You're in my hand. Stuff like that. It's a cool little thing because I think that's the whole thing was common, like making commentary about like those people who thought rock music was like hiding satanic messages. Like, it's a fun song. I really liked it. If not, it's probably just about like how much influence the media has. I feel like that was a theory I saw as well. I kind of like the song. I don't think it's too boring.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was, I thought it was fairly basic. Not necessarily in its lyrical nature, just more in its musical, like instrumental nature. I did not get too.
See, if you play it backwards, it still sounds like a good song. Let me just say that. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. The guitars were interesting, but yeah, lyrically, I thought it was pretty cool.
Next song is another love song. I actually kind of like this song. I don't know, like the guitar riff is a little like quirky. I think that's the best way to put it. It's not really like a blues rock style or anything. And it kind of has like a poppy kind of hook, almost kind of like a parody of a love song in a way. I think it really works. I don't know. It's just a fun little neat song. So even though it's like hard rock as the rest of the album, but it works.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's definitely another. I thought it was a pretty catchy song. I like listening to the song a lot. It's like I thought it was a fun concept too. Just another love song. Sounds pretty fun. It's catchy. Not as interesting as some of the other songs, but still pretty solid. Again, Lee.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny. I thought it kind of had some sort of satirical approach to a love song. I thought it's just another love song. Was like a great line. Like it was just like, yeah, I mean, everybody writes love songs. Like who cares, And I honestly thought it had one of the more interesting sounds, to come out of the album. I think a lot like to stray kind of from the generalized theme it had. It almost sounded like Spanish music a little bit, like a little bit of Spanish rock kind of. Yeah, it was cool. I liked it.
Reese, do you have any thoughts, or are you just?
Yeah, no, I do. I think I don't really have any thoughts on this song, but I think one thing that I recognized throughout the album was I think you mentioned that this was less formulaic than the Nevermind album, and I think that's true. I think that the one thing that kind of struck me is like no one song sounded the same, and neither did even the style of music that the songs represent. I thought it was interesting that each song kind of was unique in its own way. I mean, I didn't like any of the ways that they became unique, but I thought it was interesting. At least it was fun listening to the different type of sounds that these bands can like achieve and do kind of well.
Mm-hmm. Now we at the last song, because technically the Mosquito Song is a hidden track.
Can we do the Mosquito Song though?
Yeah, I think it adds to the album. But this is technically the last track in the album. It's Song for the Deaf. It's like a really heavy, slow song. It works for me though. It's a little long, but it's a nice vibe. Good ending to that. I think it's not the best ending for the album. I think the Mosquito Song is actually a better ending for the album, but it's good, closer to a lot of the the mood of the album and a lot of the instrumental themes going on.
No, yeah, I totally agree. It's really cool. It's like a creepier song, I really like that tone. It's very menacing. And I think they got that. Yeah, I'm not sure, but they probably got that guest vocalist to do the song as well, I think. And dude, just him and Josh Holmes singing together, bro. It's really, really cool to hear. You're definitely a cool way to end the album. I like the guitar solo as well, and the freaking guitar solo with screams in the background, dude. It's pretty solid. And have the freaking rattling in the back too. I just thought that was really this cool song. Cool way to end the album.
Yeah. It had that cool kind of riff bass, like 90s fuel. I feel like it had that really like 90s grunge fuel. It was aggressive lyrically. I thought it was like very. I think A lot of the kind of last few songs kind of dwindled on me a little bit. I feel like a lot of albums that we listen to kind of does that, where the last few songs, like the last few tracks before the finale or whatever, just kind of dwindles a tad bit. But yeah, I feel like it was very physical and kind of, yeah, just not too um, pleasant, I guess. Like very aggressive, just like like physical aggression, I guess. Yeah.
You say your thoughts?
Yes, I was happy the album was over, like you guys. I agree. Good way to end the album.
So sad.
I thought it was fine. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. It didn't stand out to me anyway. Like,
Reese, I feel like at this point you're kind of just done with the album, bro.
but I was done with the album after, like, with Go With The Flow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was done before and after.
Okay. For
Oh,
the
for the
last.
deleted.
I didn't see you there.
Hello, I didn't see it.
I
What?
did not
Uh-huh.
see
Wait,
you there.
wait a second. Wait a second.
What?
Okay, the last song on the album is the Mosquito Song. This song is a love letter to mosquitoes. It really, really hits hard, man. I didn't realize how much of a mosquito file this guy was until I heard this. I mean, honestly, this song, like, it's the first kind of like
No, it's a
soft
dude. It's a
song.
mosquito ballad, bro. It's a love ballad
The
between. this
love
guy
ballad
and
to mosquitoes, bro.
It's beautiful.
It's a really slow song. It's like the first song with it's really like soft and like honestly, this is such like this is a really nice just like change of pace to have at the very end of the album. I think it's a nice kind of cap it off with like a really nice slow song that changes up the pace of everything. I think it's kind of a typical thing to have like an outro that's just different than the rest of the album. You're either like more lyrical or like more conscious, or like more it's like a different mood. I think this song does that very, very well.
No, yeah, I do. I totally agree, bro. You got those strings, dude, sounding like mosquitoes, bro. It sounds really nice. It still keeps that kind of eerie tone that was in the other songs, you know, Song for the Deaf. It has that kind of creepy, eerie tone. You know, you're like tired. This is the end of a drive. You've reached your destination. You're here in the desert. You made it to this tree, bro. There's mosquitoes. There's desert mosquitoes around. It feels icky. It feels eerie. It has a nice tone. It has a nice atmosphere to it. Just like I feel like all these other songs have really, really good atmospheres to it. And I like the acoustic. I like the acoustic guitar as well. I like the acoustic guitar solo, and I thought it really worked. It's a nice way. I feel like this is a good way to end the album too, even though it's a hidden track.
Yeah, I thought it was a really interesting song. Yeah, of course it was acoustic, you know, not of course, but yeah, it was an acoustic song. I just thought the concept of a mosquito was kind of just like hard hitting. Living in California, like, dude, mosquitoes everywhere, bro. Got like 10 bug bites on my feet, bro. I'm not kidding. Like, it's nuts. But yeah, just the concept of mosquito, like just snacking on blood and just flying all around people, just kind of bothering people. I don't know. And then it was, again, just like violent lyrics, but it was with an acoustic tone. It's kind of interesting. Very, 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 what's the word I'm looking for? Well, it was a good way to end the album. I do agree. Unfortunately, yeah, of course it is a hidden track, but yeah, it's a good way to end the album.
You say your thoughts?
On this song?
It's like you might like it because it's a different tone.
Yes, it was interesting. I mean, in that sense, I liked it. But I hate mosquitoes, and therefore I hated this song.
Dang it! Just
I
missed
don't
it.
know. I mean, I think it was a better ending to the album than the previous song. Just because
I agree.
of it.
I do like that. I do like that radio thing. Saying it's a good night. I'm not saying good night. I'm just saying, bro. That's a good way to say it, bro. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, but I thought it was an interesting ending, at least compared to the other one.
All right, so we have finished the album. Overall, this album had a lot of good tracks. Not too many bad tracks. Only like 3 tracks I didn't like. I liked the other 11 tracks in this album, which is pretty great rate. I think it definitely sets a mood. I think lyrically, conceptually, still, even though Lee presented some evidence, I think it's too vague to really argue that it's about any story or anything. So I think like conceptually there's not a lot to like bring it together really, besides just the mood of like driving through the desert. I think this is like a solid like 8. I refrain from giving it like a 9 just because I feel like a 9 would do a little more just in terms of just like creating a narrative or just being like amazingly good. Like obviously I love Go With The Flow. Besides Go With The Flow and like First It Giveth, I really like the songs, but I don't think I like loved any of the songs like too much to punch it the 9 out of 10 category. But this is a very, very solid 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, no, I really like this song. I really like this album, bro. It's so I don't know. It's really good, dude. It has energy, has this. It keeps it throughout the. It's just like relentless, bro. Just like Dave Grohl's drumming, bro. It's just like it's a drive, dude. It's a journey. It's an experience. It builds good atmosphere. I love the songs. I would say I love some of the songs. I like them a lot. I'd still give it I like the concept too of the transitions between songs. I like the radio thing. It's just so interesting, so fun, so unique. I'd say I'm just trying to think of like what I give other albums. I might give this one an 8, but definitely leaning more towards a 9.
Yeah, I'm
Really
leaning more
close
to 9 than a 7 too.
And then if I could, do you guys want me to read where each song is supposed to take place, location wise, or nah?
Sure.
The first song is downtown Los Angeles. The second song is like east. This is based off some guy on Reddit. So I don't know how credible it is. Second song is like East Los Angeles, heading towards Montebello. Third song, First It Giveth, is like a straight shot towards Hacienda Heights. Fourth song, Song for the Dead, is Roland Heights Diamond Bar area. The fifth song, Sky Is Fallin, is coming out of Diamond Bar Valley and through Chino Hills. Six Shooter is straight across Chino into Jurupa Valley. Hangin Tree is Riverside, passing through Moreno Valley. Go With The Flow is at the end of Moreno Valley. It's at a mountain pass overlooking entire low desert basin going into Banning. Gonna Leave You is Cabazon to Whitewater. This is the Palm Springs Windmill area. Do It Again is going north on the 62 highway. God Is in the Radio is in straight in the desert, Morongo Canyon Preserve. Another love song, bro. This is just what some guy suspects, I think, bro. Another love song, Morongo Canyon, Song for the Deaf, heading out of Morongo Canyon to Yucca Valley. Beautiful desert scenery, and Mosquito Song, bro, outside of Yucca Valley at Joshua Tree.
So it's really just one long car ride?
Yeah, it's just the desert. You're just in a desert, bro.
I buy it.
Beautiful.
I buy it. 100%. I buy it. I've done that drive.
You guys think that's
Chris, you've done
accurate?
that drive.
I don't
Actually,
think
yeah,
that's.
I've done that drive before, and these songs went through my head, actually. It's
Exactly, right? Exactly.
I
I've done
feel
this
like
drive.
it's more just like trying to shove a square peg into a contract hole.
I
Maybe
think
not that-
this
like,
is
maybe
this
not-
is based off some of the radio things they said. They said locations.
Oh, for real? Oh,
Yeah,
oh, actually,
they said
oh.
Banning College. They said freaking Valley.
This
okay.
isn't like, yeah.
No, but I mean, it's just like, I think the radio thing that that makes sense. Like, 'cause the radio thing is just supposed to put the drive. I'm
This
saying
gives me some context if you just wanted it.
I thought he meant like this, like this go with the flow, refer to that section of the drive or something.
No, this is just like this is a fun thing. This is like where you're supposed to be on the drive.
Oh, okay, yeah, then I'd buy it. I mean, obviously, like I feel like
It's just like this is a
the
fun
radio
little.
skits,
This
they
is
put
like a
out there.
tidbit.
Yeah,
thing.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 8 out of 10. Leaning more towards 9, bro. Pretty good.
All right, before Reese ruins the party. I thoroughly enjoyed this album. It gave me at first I was imagining, obviously I never listened to much Queen of the Stone Age other than Go With The Flow before, but I was imagining a daughter's like experience again. And with the first song, well, the guitars right away just kind of captivated me, you know, it kind of led you through a little bit of this, just kind of journey through the desert a little bit, but just like a hard rock, like drug-filled desert, you know. And whether or not like it's vague or not, I still think there is some validity, and I do enjoy the fact that there is a little bit of a slight narrative in there, or just like. But I'm not saying it's the entire album. I pointed out 4 songs, and I think in that 4-song section, there's definitely something going on there, and it only is a positive to the album. And I don't think I've said it enough. Well, actually, first, hold on. My criticism, I thought it was a tad bit repetitive. And again, the lyrics, like kind of what you said, Quan, I thought that would have pushed it over the edge, but it didn't really do that for me as much. But bro, Josh, homie, bro, this dude, excellent guitarist. He has like 3 vocal styles which he uses throughout this album. His more like singing voice, his belt voice, and his scream voice, bro. I think it's cool when a vocalist can utilize 3 sorts of tones and sounds and still make it sound good, or sound like, yeah. I know screaming is not for everyone, but for me, I really don't mind, and I think it's definitely a way of deploying or just performing and whatnot. So yeah, I
think the bassist did a lot of the screaming.
Okay. Well, I mean, I double checked this. I know he does do all 3 of these.
Yeah, he does.
He still does do all 3 of these, which I have
saying for like 6.
for.
I'm saying for like 6 shooter, and the bass is a really good voice too.
Yeah. No, yeah, them as well. Like the bassist, and I know they had that guest vocalist a couple times too. Yeah, all good.
The bassist got fired, I think.
I enjoyed it.
Crazy.
Yeah. I read that. But yeah, this album was like significantly better than Daughters. Really, just like really shot through my expectations. Not gonna lie, so I give it an 8.1 out of 10, bro. I feel like you guys would go more towards an 8.8 if you were using the point, like the decimal scale.
I would give it an 8.5.
Okay.
I'd give it higher. It's a personal favorite. It's my choice. I chose this up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go 8.1. Well, not because, but that's how I feel. Reese,
God. He's like scared. He's like, wait a second. He's gonna get the rip to shreds. He's embarrassed. He's going to get exploded. What?
Oh, yes.
Well, wait, but we will be back after the break.
Should we do the intro?
Reese, what is your opinion?
You get hit with that change in audio quality. So initially when I listened to the first song, I was like, shoot, I kind of want to recuse myself from this because I'm assuming it's a good album, but I just can't listen to it in terms of that. So I'm going to listen to it, and I'm going to, I guess, judge it in terms of lyrics and I guess just of experimentality. I can't speak. I think the whole idea of it being like desert thoughts, like a desert drive thoughts, I think that's inherently kind of interesting. And I don't agree that it was really repetitive. I don't agree that it was repetitive. I kind of like, I think if it's desert thoughts, which is like what I kind of thought it was. It sounded to me just like some person rambling on, and they're like just during a drive through the desert. And I think, as Gareth pointed out, there's like a bunch of locations that each song represent, and as the songs progress, so does the driver. Even if it's just a fan theory, I think that's a theory that kind of makes sense for me. And additionally, Go With The Flow was in this album, so I liked that. I thought that was a genuinely good song. So I think in terms of just like, I guess living in California makes the whole driving through the desert thing a little more relatable. So I guess in terms of relatability, it's kind of something that makes sense. Because if you're driving through the desert, you're not really thinking of much but your own thoughts. So I think in that sense, this album kind of reflects a kind of niche, but not really niche idea. So in that sense, I think the album was pretty good. So I'll give it a 6.
Yeah, you saved yourself.
Reese just doesn't want to get flamed in the chat, bro. That's all. Reese just doesn't want to get flamed.
Yes, all right.
I think based off how much I enjoyed it, bro. Like one melody, what the heck?
I think.
I don't want to judge it based off my own personal music taste. I'm trying to judge it objectively, but I need to throw at least part of my own music taste into my judgment. So if it was my own judgment, it'd be a lot lower in terms of my music taste, because I have a pretty kind of
interesting, really small field of what music I actually like. So, but the album was interesting in terms of its topic and lyrics. So I'll give it a 6.
Nice. That finishes our video for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment.
Bro, if you comment sparkling blackberry in the comments, I will Venmo you $10. 10
If you
cold.
get my social security number, I'll give you all my money.
Oh, that's smart. All right. See you guys.